Aloha Raider Nation, we are back here at Raiders headquarters and we are going to be giving you the scoop on what's going on as far as week 2 on the Arizona Cardinals. So what I see and how I see this game playing out is really simple. It's all about containing Kyler Murray. Now, I talked about this and I tweeted some stuff out. If you guys don't follow me on Twitter, please do so. It's at BEASTwriter, same as YouTube, and so Instagram, same thing. So all my social media is at BEASTwriter. If you're on Facebook, Dark Side of BEASTwriter, that's our Facebook page, and you can join the private Facebook group. But getting back to it, we are talking about Kyler Murray and how to bottle him up and how to cage him, right? And so we talk about this with Coach Graham, and he says, he really gave me a really strong answer. He said, you know what, we have to contain the edges, we have to get some push on the interior, but then also make sure that we have to basically throttle down, right? You don't want to over pursue, and where's that fine line between over pursuing and then taking a poor angle on the way to the quarterback when you have to also stop the run. So there's a thing called the RPO, right? So you have the run pass option that you have to account for, and when you have the run pass option and then you have that Y-stick game on the outside and then you have those trips formations to the left or to the right, you can really create a game of mismatches on the back end. There's my homie Heidi in the house, and so that's what you have to look forward to is when we talk about scheme and we talk about what they're going to do or what we plan to look. We don't know what the hell they're going to do. All this could be total BS. Like, obviously everyone gets the same film and everyone can formulate their own analysis, but at the end of the day, a team's identity is who they are. Like, if you're a smash mouth running team like the Pittsburgh Steelers of the 2000s, and basically, you know, you stop the run, win the time of possession, win the turnover battle, like the AFC North, right? Bengals, same way. Before Jamar Chase, of course, came in there, and obviously Tyler Boyd and T. Higgins, but you can kind of see how this game is going to be played out. If you watch enough film, you can kind of pick up on tendencies. Well, luckily for the Las Vegas Raiders, they have that box checked. They brought in Chandler Jones, they have Max Crosby, and again, how are you going to throttle it? Oh, there's my guy right there. There's my guy right there. See what's up.
I was just in the middle of a post-workout meal.
Yeah.
Big turkey burger, big chicken breast, because that's what you have to do after hitting legs. So, did you see the calf? See the calf here?
Let me see this. Oh.
Hey,
Jealous.
just make sure you go check out my tweet to the little fella. My calves are bigger than his quads.
That is true. Hey, that is true. That facts. That is a Beast approved fact. So this is what we get paid to do. We get paid to have fun. No, in all seriousness, we really have fun here. It's a tight vibes only here, especially in Las Vegas, and I couldn't be more blessed to be in this position that I am, and I wouldn't be here without you guys. So getting back to it, we are talking about the Las Vegas Raiders, and again, they have Max Crosby, they have Chandler Jones, and when I ran the grades in the game film, and I graded every single snap, for those who are new to follow me, that's what I do. So I grade not only the Raiders, but I grade all 32 NFL teams. And how do I do that, and why do I do that? Well, it's for me to formulate my own analysis. And again, this is not the benchmark and, you know, the be-all, end-all, right? It's just something that I like to use so I can formulate my own analysis, because I have my own brain. So I don't want to rely on other algorithms or grading systems. I formulated my own, and yeah, I cross-checked it. And again, if you guys follow me over the years, you guys know that it wasn't developed simply by myself. Yes, I came up with the algorithm, but in terms of watching game film, that was one of the things that I was taught by a former NFL exec, obviously former players, former coaches. And so they actually helped me, hey, look, this is what you look for. And it's one of those things that ask the right questions, they're going to give you the right answers. But if you ask the wrong questions, you're going to have to figure it out on your own. They're not going to give you the answer, right? And so luckily, I had the right people in my corner and continue to have those people in my corner. And if I report something, I got to get it right. Like, I hate getting wrong. I freaking hate that. And I like calling myself out if I get it wrong, because I'm my own hardest critic. So with that being said, again, I have my own grading system. What I see from the Arizona Cardinals, didn't go sleep till 3:30 a.m. grading the Cardinals, dating back to last year too, because you want to pick up on film, not just from the recency bias of the week 1, because again, it depends on your opponent, it depends on the scheme that they're playing and how you're going to counter that scheme with your own scheme. So again, if you want to know the why behind the reasoning and why I tweet certain things out, well, again, it comes down to understanding fundamentals, technique, but also the coaching tendencies, right? Because you can kind of pick up little tendencies from different parts of different players' games and then kind of piece things together. And so that's what I like to do. But when it comes down to the Arizona Cardinals, again, from the offensive standpoint, they like to use what's called the Y stick concept. And that's when you have trips formation to the left or to the right. And you're really stretching the defense horizontally as well as vertically. So when you do that, you have a flat wide receiver. You also have what's called a Y stick concept, which is usually the tight end, and he can run a speed out or he can run a squat route, depending on the type of leverage that's being dictated, if it's man coverage versus zone coverage, if it's off man or press man, and then also the down and distance, right? So you got to make sure if you're protecting the sticks, how you're playing those splits, right? Because you know, again, with chips formations, or if you're running a 2x2 set with tight formations inside, that can create a rub route. And we saw that being a problem with Divine Diablo. Not calling him out. I mean, I love Divine Diablo, but it happens. It happens. Every team does this. Every team runs some type of scissor route or rub route to create a mirror concept. And so when you see that on both sides of the football, and then like, let's say this tree, right? That's the down and distance, right? Well, if you're seeing a 2x2 set, you're a defense back. You're not going to want to play press. You're not going to want to play press because you're scared of the rub route, right? But you still have to protect the sticks because it's 2 to 3 yards out. So is Kyler Murray going to be throwing that screen pass? And if he does, if I'm Nate Hobbs, I'm going to have to bust up that screen and make a play behind the line of scrimmage. So, and they can do that. So again, it's going to be a game of chess. If you're playing a game of checkers when you should be playing a game of chess, it's all for naught. So again, that's one thing I like to look for, just little tendencies like that. And again, this all can be BS. Like this can be like, oh, cool story, bro, like it's not gonna happen. But so far, Beast Receipts checked out. So stay tuned for the upcoming game. I'm gonna go ahead and break down my pick 6 segment later on the Q&A live stream, and I'm gonna tell you exactly why I think the Raiders are just gonna come out and dominate this game on both sides of the football. Because again, it comes down to being disciplined, fundamentally sound, and winning your battles down in the trenches. And from the coaching staff to the GM, the scouting department, all the way down, they really have the personnel to get that going. So I'm really looking forward to that, and I hope you guys are excited. I know some of you guys have been tweeting me out to come out and hang out with you guys at the tailgate. I will go ahead and do that because that's how I've always been one to do that, just meeting with the dark side of BEASTwriter family and just getting to know you guys on a personal level. So I always thought that was fun, and I'll be continuing to do that. So thank you so much for tuning into this Aloha Kickoff video. We had a lot to talk about. You guys been tweeting me, oh, where's your Aloha Kickoff video or whatever. Well, I'm back. Your boy is back. So that's it for today. I'll be posting some practice videos here on YouTube, so go ahead and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already in the lower right hand corner of your screen as we stay up to date on all things Beast in real time. Thank you so much. Mahalo for the love. BEASTwriter out.